Are you ready to learn about the mighty polar bear? Polar bears are some of the most fascinating creatures on our planet, known for their incredible strength, intelligence, and adaptability. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for never missing an upload. But that's not all. There are many other amazing facts about these majestic animals that you probably never knew you needed. From their hibernation habits to their hunting skills, we are going to take you on a journey to discover everything you didn't know you wanted to know about the polar bear. Male polar bears can grow up to 3.3 meters in length and weigh over 800 kilograms, making them the largest land predators on Earth. Their paws are large and padded, which helps them navigate the icy terrain with ease. They also have rough, sandpaper-like skin on the bottoms of their feet, which provides extra grip on the ice. In fact, they are active year-round and can travel up to 16 kilometers in a single day in search of food. However, pregnant females will den up for the winter in a snow cave or a small depression in the snow. This is a crucial time for the mother bear and her cubs, as she will give birth and nurse her cubs during this period. The den provides a safe and warm environment for the cubs while they are still too small to venture out into the harsh Arctic conditions. The mother bear will stay in the den with the cubs for several months, protecting them from any potential threats until they are old enough to survive on their own. But don't be fooled by their massive size. Polar bears are surprisingly agile and can run up to 40 kilometers per hour. They can go without food for an astonishingly long time, sometimes up to 18 months or more. How do they do it? Well, it's thanks to a combination of factors, including their thick layer of blubber, which acts as a form of stored fat that they can use for energy. Additionally, polar bears have a slow metabolism, meaning that they don't burn through their energy reserves as quickly as other animals would. During times when food is scarce, polar bears are able to conserve their energy by slowing down their movement and lowering their body temperature. Their lifespan can be affected by various factors, including food availability, predation, and climate change. We hope you learned something new and exciting about these incredible creatures and their majestic habitat. Which fact about polar bears surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We also encourage you to share this video with your friends and family and to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating animal videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the natural world. Females tend to live shorter lives than males, and many die after giving birth to their first litter of cubs. However, with proper care and protection, polar bears can live for many years in captivity. It is important to note that the future of polar bears is uncertain due to the threats posed by climate change and habitat loss. As the Arctic ice melts, polar bears are forced to travel further distances in search of food, putting them at risk of exhaustion and starvation. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these magnificent creatures and their habitat, but much work still needs to be done. They do this by reducing the amount of blood flow to their extremities, such as their paws and tail, which helps to keep their core body temperature higher while minimizing energy expenditure. Furthermore, polar bears have the ability to enter a state of torpor, which is similar to hibernation. Torpor is a temporary state of reduced metabolic activity that allows animals to conserve energy in times of food shortage or extreme weather conditions. By entering a state of torpor, polar bears are able to slow down their breathing and heart rate, further reducing their energy expenditure and allowing them to survive for extended periods without food. They can also swim for long distances, reaching speeds of up to 10 kilometers per hour in the water. The Arctic region where polar bears live is truly a sight to behold. They primarily feed on a diet of ringed seals, bearded seals, and hooded seals, which they can easily spot lounging on the ice. The polar bear's sense of smell is so acute that they can detect the scent of a seal from miles away. Using this ability, they stealthily approach their unsuspecting prey, relying on their white fur to camouflage against the snow and ice. Once within striking distance, the polar bear pounces, delivering a crushing bite to the seal's head with their 4-inch canine teeth. Despite being powerful swimmers themselves, seals are no match for the polar bear's swimming skills. In the water, the bear's large paws act as paddles, propelling them through the water with ease, while their rough pads on their bottom provide traction to keep from slipping on the ice. With their keen eyesight, sharp claws, and deadly bite, polar bears are truly formidable hunters. Imagine vast, glistening ice sheets stretching as far as the eye can see, sparkling under the northern lights. The sun may not shine brightly in this part of the world, but the snow reflects its rays, creating a magical, ethereal glow. The air is crisp and clean, and the sound of the wind howling across the ice is both eerie and awe-inspiring. When the temperature drops below freezing, the surface of the ocean freezes over, forming a layer of sea ice that serves as a platform for polar bears to hunt for their prey. These frozen expanses look like a giant white desert, broken only by the occasional iceberg or snow-covered rock. The beauty of the Arctic region is truly unmatched, a pristine, untouched wilderness that is home to some of the most incredible creatures on Earth. This thick, fluffy coat acts as a natural camouflage, helping them blend in with the snowy Arctic landscape. Their fur is made up of 2 layers, a soft undercoat that provides insulation, and a longer outer coat that helps repel water and snow. One of the key factors that contribute to their fearless nature is their thick layer of blubber, which acts as insulation, keeping them warm in the freezing temperatures and allowing them to spend long periods of time in the frigid waters. This layer of fat also provides a cushion of sorts, helping to protect them from injury when they're on the hunt. Additionally, polar bears have evolved to have a highly efficient metabolism, meaning that they require very little energy to function, allowing them to go without food for extended periods of time. This means that they are not easily deterred by the challenges they face while hunting, and they will often persevere until they are successful in catching their prey. Furthermore, polar bears are apex predators, sitting at the top of the food chain in their ecosystem. They have few natural enemies and are the ultimate hunters in their environment. This dominance has likely contributed to their fearless attitude, as they have little to fear from other animals. Lastly, polar bears are incredibly strong and agile, which gives them the confidence to take on large prey and navigate the icy terrain with ease. Their sharp claws and teeth are perfect for catching and holding onto slippery prey, while their large paws allow them to distribute their weight evenly on the ice. Overall, the combination of these physical adaptations, efficient metabolism, and top predator status has created a fearless and efficient hunting machine that is the polar bear. But did you know that each polar bear has a unique fur pattern? Just like snowflakes, no 2 polar bears have the same markings, making each one truly one of a kind. So grab a cup of tea or maybe some fish, and let us dive into the world of these magnificent beasts. Hi, I am your host and you are watching this channel. What are polar bears known for? When it comes to polar bears, one of the first things that come to mind is their iconic white fur. Now, while their fur is undoubtedly striking, it's not the only thing polar bears are known for. Their sheer size and strength are also equally impressive. Speaking of swimming, polar bears are actually the world's best swimmers. They use their powerful front legs to steer themselves through the water, and their back legs to propel themselves forward. They can stay underwater for up to 2 minutes and dive to depths of up to 300 meters in search of food. And if you're wondering how they breathe underwater, well, they don't. They simply hold their breath and equalize the pressure in their ears and sinuses before diving. Now that's some serious Arctic engineering. How long do they hibernate? Contrary to popular belief, polar bears do not hibernate. The beauty and the habitat. Let's now shift our focus to the breathtaking landscapes that polar bears call home. What makes them fearless? Polar bears have evolved to be fearless hunters, perfectly adapted to their environment. How long can they go without eating food? Polar bears are true champions when it comes to fasting. What do they really hunt, and their hunting skills? Polar bears are ruthless hunters, perfectly adapted to their icy environment. How long can they live out in the wild? In the wild, polar bears typically live for 15 to 18 years, although some individuals have been known to live up to 30 years or more. Thank you for joining us on this journey to discover everything you didn't know you wanted to know about the polar bear.